Hello everyone, my name is CJ Game the Gamer, or also known on TikTok as Dakota Truck Pedal, and welcome to another leak video. So, yesterday, Behavior has released another leak for the Steady Pulse chapter, or for the Midchapter update. So, I'm going to play you guys the video right now. So here it is.
I am dead tired. To make matters worse, my eyes are like so bloodshot. Nothing comforts a patient like scary ass red eyes staring down at them. I think I need more sleep. But Screams in the Dark is having this big event. No rest for the wicked as it goes. Am I doing too much?
So that was the video. Let's talk about it. So apparently this mysterious person, who we probably can say that it might be the survivor, says that she's talking about a patient having bloodshot eyes. So now I'm thinking, could the survivor be a patient of some kind? Maybe not a doctor or a nurse. Could it actually be a patient of some kind? And once again, you can hear all the hospital sounds in the background when the mysterious person, again, most likely the survivor, who is talking, and whatnot. So again, like I said in the first leak video, this is most likely going to be a hospital type chapter of some kind. But yeah, so I also have some more leaks for you guys. Most of these leaks goes to the credit for Smuggles for finding all these leaks. So that goes out to him for all the credit for finding all of these leaks. So, and the first leak for the chapter, the voice mentions something called the bar. Now, personally, I don't go into the lore, like deep into the lore of Dead by Daylight. I don't do that. But here is one of the leaks. I'm about to read it to you guys right now. It says, the bar mentioned at the start is Cliff Barr, a horror writer in the tomes who wound up in the fog. He was stuck in the fog for a very long time, with the observer reading his work and trying to manifest it into reality before it implied the entity turned him into a killer. So this Cliff Barr person was a horror writer of some kind in the tomes, and we don't know how he wound up in the fog. Like, somehow he wound up in the fog, and he was with the observer, and somehow the entity turned him into a killer of some kind. So this is, like, I believe, the first time that we've heard about Cliff Barr. Besides reading the lore, of course, but this is probably like the first time we've heard anything in a leak or even a teaser of a chapter mentioning Cliff Barr. So that is pretty interesting to know that Cliff Barr was a horror writer who was stuck with the observer, and he became a killer of some kind. I don't know. Moving on. So, uh, there has been a person called DVD Floods, who might have known about some of these leaks. Um, um, so here is the leak. It says, I don't know how you pronounce this person's name. So it says, so DVD Floods real. He leaked the Midchapter a long time ago. And then Ruthless said, he copied what I said, lol. So he must have copied what Ruthless Leaks said about the Midchapter being a African American transgender survivor. But yeah, so we don't know if it's going to be a transgender. Who knows? It could be anything. But as of right now, where it stands is that it's most likely going to be an African American transgender survivor. Our very first transgender survivor. So the next thing is people have been saying that Angelica Ross could be potentially doing the voice of the survivor. With this one, it tells me that this is kind of confirming that it actually is going to be her, but we don't know if it's actually fully confirmed because it has not been confirmed by behavior. But this person named Ian said, is she voiced by Angelica Ross? It sounds a lot like her. And Ruthless said, she is. So, Ruthless Leaks is confirming that Angelica Ross is going to most likely be doing all the survivor sounds, probably all the hook screams, all the survivor sounds, even the voice lines. But yeah. Next one. I was about to say this, but here is a leak. This is definitely a reminder that this is original, and it does not have anything to do with Angelica Ross being a survivor herself or any of her characters. Behavior is getting her to voice an original character for their game. It says, reminder, this upcoming survivor is original. All in capitals and bolded. Original. It is not Angelica Ross herself, nor any character she has played. I did not look up. I looked up who she looked like, but I didn't really look into like what her bio is and like who she is. But David said this. It says, she is an actress best known for Pose, American Horror Story, and work on Broadway. She is also a huge advocate for trans rights, being a trans woman herself. So that is who she is. She is an actress known for Pose. Never heard of it. I might have heard of American Horror Story and work on Broadway, but apparently she is a advocate for trans rights. So there you go. For all the trans people out there, if you guys want to know, she is the advocate for trans rights. Moving on. Now, here is another leak from Ruthless Leaks. It says, BHVR taking inspiration, lol. So this is actually her and one of the characters she has played, Angelica. One of Angelica Ross's characters she has played. I actually thought this was a reveal of the survivor, but behavior might be getting an inspiration for the original character off of one of Angelica Ross's characters she has played in the past. So this leak could possibly be teasing maybe what the survivor could potentially look like. But if you guys heard in the second teaser that she mentions a patient, so now I'm starting to think that maybe this is not actually leaking anything, and that this could be just an inspiration of something that behavior wants, that of what behavior thought of. And that I think maybe it could be a patient of some kind, an original character, and that they're a African American transgender patient of some kind in a hospital. Moving on. The next person says, or this person named Jay says, yes, are you able to say her full name? Ruthless. I may give a hint closer to release or something. So, Ruthless Leaks must actually know what the survivor's real name actually is. He or she probably has inside sources of what the survivor looks like, what the name is, and they're probably not going to be revealing it probably until the day of the PTB, which is going to be this upcoming Tuesday. So here is the next one. Ruthless Leaks also said this. It says, breaking barriers in medicine with a stethoscope in hand and a journey of her own. So in this picture, it's hard to tell what this could be. It could theoretically be the survivor. People are saying that this might be the survivor, and that the top of a circle thing could possibly be the survivor's head, kind of like what they did with Michaela Reed before she came out. They took like a little sneak peek picture of her hat before they actually released her in the PTB. So therefore, this could theoretically be a leak of the new survivor, of what the head could look like. It could, from what it looks like, is that it could be maybe like that the survivor has really short hair or really long hair. We don't know, but the rest of it is really blurred out, or well, not blurred out, but it's covered with another image. So at this point, I don't know what to say about it. But yeah, so that's really all I have. That's really all I have for the leaks for you guys for today. But now, like I said, I'm starting to think that maybe the survivor could be a patient of some kind, rather than a doctor or a surgeon or even a nurse, or even a receptionist for that matter. But what do you guys think what the survivor could be? Especially even hearing this new leak today, do you guys think it could be a doctor? Do you guys think it could be a nurse, a surgeon, receptionist, or even a patient? What do you guys think? Leave down in the comments below. But that is going to do it for me. If you guys enjoyed this video, then make sure you smash that like button, comment, and subscribe, and turn on that post notification so you guys can know when I post a new video. We'll see you all in my next one. And for my TikTok followers, make sure you like this TikTok and follow me on TikTok so you guys can know when I make new vlogs and or TikToks and or leak videos like these or Dead by Daylight content. And I will see you all in my next one. Here's the new teaser one last time. Goodbye.
I am dead tired. To make matters worse, my eyes are like so bloodshot. Nothing comforts a patient like scary-ass red eyes staring down at them. I think I need more sleep. But Screams in the Dark is having this big event. No rest for the wicked, as it goes. Am I doing too much?